The Tower of London is one of the most iconic landmarks in the United Kingdom, with a history spanning nearly a millennium. Originally built as a fortress by William the Conqueror in 1078, the tower has served as a palace, a prison, an armory, a treasury, and even a zoo over the centuries. Situated on the north bank of the River Thames, the tower was strategically positioned to defend the city and control access to the river. Its imposing white tower, keep, and concentric rings of walls and towers made it one of the most formidable castles in medieval Europe. The tower's layout reflects its evolution over the centuries. The innermost ward contains the famous White Tower, the castle's original keep. Surrounding it are the inner ward, built under Richard I, and the outer ward, expanded by Edward I. The tower's defenses include arrow slits, towers for flanking fire, and a deep moat. Key structures like the Bloody Tower, Traitor's Gate, and the Crown Jewels exhibition showcase the tower's diverse functions over time. The Tower of London's origins date back to the Norman conquest of 1066. After his victory at the Battle of Hastings, William the Conqueror ordered the construction of a fortress to secure his hold over London. The White Tower, one of the earliest and strongest stone keeps in England, was the centerpiece of this initial fortification. The tower was viewed as a symbol of Norman oppression by the local population. Later medieval kings like Henry III and Edward I significantly expanded and strengthened the tower's defenses. Henry III's additions included the inner ward and royal lodgings, while Edward I's work in the late 13th century created the outer ward and moat. These extensions transformed the tower into a formidable castle capable of withstanding sieges and housing the royal court. Throughout the medieval and Tudor periods, the Tower of London served as a royal residence, albeit an increasingly unpopular one. Many monarchs would stay there before their coronations, and the tower was also used to imprison high-profile individuals, including political rivals and religious dissenters. The tower's reputation as a site of torture and execution, though exaggerated, contributed to its fearsome reputation. Beyond its role as a fortress and prison, the Tower of London has also housed important institutions over the centuries. It has been home to the Royal Mint, the Royal Menagerie, and the Crown Jewels. The yeoman warders, or beefeaters, have guarded the tower since at least 1509, and the ravens that reside there are believed to protect the kingdom. The tower's reputation for torture and execution, though not entirely unfounded, has been greatly exaggerated over time. While some prisoners were indeed tortured and executed within the tower's walls, the vast majority of executions took place on Tower Hill, just north of the castle. Only 7 people were executed inside the tower itself before the 20th century. In more recent centuries, the Tower of London has become one of the country's most popular tourist attractions. Its rich history, stunning architecture, and association with the Crown have made it a must-see destination for visitors to London. Through careful restoration and preservation efforts, the tower's medieval character has been maintained, allowing modern audiences to step back in time and experience the grandeur and mystery of this iconic landmark.